Huge win for Purdue as they defeat Ole Miss and win the Ray Children's Invitational. Number 13 Purdue was able to take down number 23 Ole Miss in this game, 80-78, with a game-winning putback by Myles Colvin. Myles Colvin was kind of the talk in the beginning of the year. Where is he at? What's going on? Is it just the big three for Purdue? Myles Colvin made sure to put a lot of those worries to rest in this game as he was the second leading scorer for Purdue. 20 points in this game, 4 rebounds overall. He did have 1 block and 2 steals to add on to that, and was the second leading plus minus with 6 plus minus in this game. Just overall was huge for Purdue. There were other key players and moments and stuff like that we'll talk about, but just have to mention Myles Colvin, what he was able to do for this team, what he brought to this team on the defensive end, on the offensive end, really what he was able to do all around for Purdue in this game, helping the run, helping to stop Ole Miss's run and what they were trying to do in this game. It was huge. Purdue got out to a big jump in this game. They had a 17-point lead at one point. Myles Colvin got the first 5 points of the game with a steal and a dunk, and then the three-pointer. Braden Smith helped Purdue go on an 11-0 run with 4 early three-pointers in this game. He finished the half with 14 points. Trey Kaufman-Renn dominated inside with 15 points in the first half. He finishes with 25 overall, but 15 of those 25 in the first half. And 3 offensive rebounds. We'll talk about those in a little bit, but 3 offensive rebounds in this game. Purdue's 3-point shooting 6 for 8 in the first half. It was huge. They went a little slow. They kind of slowed down in the second half, going 4 for 13 in the second half, but they were able to withstand that, be resilient, and take apart what Ole Miss was trying to do. A couple more things on Purdue in the first half, then we'll move on to the second half. Purdue was highly efficient with their shooting, taking good shots, good ball movement, and strong rebounding as well. But the con of Purdue was late in the first half as Ole Miss made adjustments and hit 7 3-pointers, cutting the lead to 42-34, which seems like a good lead for Purdue, but Ole Miss was definitely reeling, definitely getting some confidence, and the confidence just continued as halfway through the second half, Ole Miss was able to completely eviscerate that 17-point lead that Purdue had at one point in the game as they took the lead themselves. They had some really good play from Brakefield, Murray, Dre Davis. I mean, these guys were huge for Ole Miss to be able to do what they did. They switched well. They were much more aggressive on defense, or perimeter defense in particular. They were denying entry passes. They were forcing Purdue into tougher shots. They were not allowing Purdue to do those things. And they were effective in their ball pressure, shooting 41.7% from three-point range and cutting into Purdue's early lead with efficient perimeter play. But the thing that Ole Miss did not do so well was they got out-rebounded 37-26 in this game, especially down the stretch as they allowed Purdue second chance points, which gave Purdue life for them to complete the comeback late in this game. Purdue's resilience, Purdue's comeback was huge for them in this one. Purdue rallies with from a 7-point deficit in the final 5 minutes of this game. Trey Kaufman-Renn, 25 points, 13 rebounds, key offensive rebounds, and clutch free throws from Trey Kaufman-Renn, something you love to see from the big man. Myles Colvin, he secures 20 points in this game and had multiple key plays, including a crucial three-pointer that sparked Purdue's comeback, right? This is really good sign for Purdue, as this is something that we were kind of wondering, when were we going to see the Cam Heide? When were we going to see the Myles Colvin? When were we going to see that? Because it's great to see Fletcher and Trey Kaufman-Renn and Braden Smith go off and be the big three, But in order for Braden Smith to be more of that facilitator that you kind of want him to be, running the offense, keeping the offense in rhythm, the decision making that he is so good at doing, you kind of needed that Robin role to be filled. And Fletcher Loyer can do it, but you also need another option to do it as well. Braden Smith is so good in the pick and roll game, and Trey Kaufman-Renn is such a good complement for him that you kind of expect Trey Kaufman-Renn to always be up there in the scoring total for Purdue. But when you can get a Myles Colvin, a Fletcher Loyer, maybe we'll see CJ Cox up there at some point. Maybe we'll see Kim Heide up there at some point. But in this game, you saw it wasn't just the big three. You had Myles Colvin as well, not just scoring, but scoring in crucial moments, sparking Purdue to get their comeback and eventually take the lead as he gets the game-winning putback with half a second left on the clock. Braden Smith, you just cannot say enough about his facilitating, what he's able to do. 11 assists, scored 18 points in this game. His ability to break down defenders and create for others was pivotal in the final minutes of this game. If you were a hater that was saying that Braden Smith, and I get kind of fired up about this because I never thought it. I never thought at all. But if you were a hater and you said the only reason Braden Smith could pass was because Zach Edey was, 7'3", 7'6", however tall he was. I don't even remember how tall he was. He was taller than everybody else out there. But if you said that was the only reason, shame on you. Shame on you, because Braden Smith is a fantastic facilitator, a fantastic passer for this team. He is adding so much to this team with the way he is able to facilitate, run the offense, the decision making. There are so many things about Braden Smith's game and what he is able to bring to the table that just helps Purdue in so many different ways. But one of the biggest ways is the way that Matt Painter and the veteran leaders on this team were able to keep composure even under pressure, even under the pressure-filled defense that Ole Miss was putting out there. They relied on their strong rebounding. They relied on clutch plays from key players, Smith and Kaufman-Renn's ability to score and facilitate crucial moments, help Purdue regain control. When you have a core of veteran, experienced players who do not get rattled, who don't say, oh, we lost everything, and now we have to get it back, it is going to be huge for Purdue this season. This is not a team that you can count out. You can't feel good with a 7-point lead, 5 minutes left in the game, because of the threat that Purdue has, not just with their very good head coach and Matt Painter, who is one of the best head coaches in the country, but also their veterans, their guard play, their ace pick and roll play that they're able to work with, not just in this game, but throughout the entire season. It's a beautiful thing to watch, and it's one of the reasons why Purdue is a threat to beat anybody in the country on any given night. Braden Smith shot a fade away shot that missed, but Myles Colvin was able to swoop in for the rebound and scores with 0.5 seconds left on the clock. The lack of boxing out by Ole Miss, which again was huge in this game. They were out rebounded 37-26. The lack of boxing out by Ole Miss. Colvin's hustle and awareness to make the game-winning play, how he was there, made it right away, was able to put it right back up. It really speaks to the coaching that this team has had, their ability, even though Braden Smith took, like I said, a fadeaway. It wasn't the best shot in the world. Maybe you could have got a better shot, but still, it was a shot to put the ball up there to give Myles Colvin the chance to put the ball back. Colvin's growth and his ability to step up in big moments, both offensively and defensively in this game. Purdue battling back after losing a double-digit lead, a testament to their mental toughness, their game adjustments, and their coaching and leadership overall. Let's take away some pros and cons for Purdue in this game. Excellent shooting efficiency, 54% from the field, 45% from three-point, 45.5% from the three-point arc. Strong rebounding was the edge in this one, and it's what led to the win late in the game. It was crucial for second chance points as well. Multiple players stepped up. Trey Kaufman-Renn with the double-double. Myles Colvin's athleticism. Braden Smith's playmaking, his double-double as well. You're seeing a situation where it's not just the big three anymore. You're seeing more guys step up and do more things. It's really interesting to see. And Trey Kaufman-Renn seems to be fitting that 5 role just perfectly well, and you don't mind him being there. Honestly, you kind of prefer him being there now as well. Purdue, they did have turnovers in key moments, 12 overall in this game. They did have some turnovers in key moments due to the Ole Miss aggressive pressure defense. The blowing the 17-point lead is something you don't like to see. And they struggled from the free throw line, shooting less than 70% in this game. Those are all things they overcame, and they were able to win the game in despite of, but there's still things you want to see go better for them in the coming games. You need to see better than 70% or 69% is really what it was. Free throw shooting to win some of these close games. Obviously, they got out of it in this one against Ole Miss. Testament to their team, but you still want to see some things better than that. Purdue's ability to win close games and perform well under pressure just bodes well for them. They are not going to be in a situation where they're blowing every team out this year. It's just not what they have. It's not what the Big Ten is made of this year. There's better teams, and they're going to have to find a way to be resilient and win some of these close games. Well, when you're behind Trey Kaufman-Renn, Braden Smith, Fletcher Loyer, and guys who can step up like Myles Colvin, you like the chances of it. So great win for Purdue. Check us out on Mondays at 10 a.m. as we do our power rankings show, me and Kent, Casual Big Ten. You can also catch me on Thursday nights with one other guest at 9 p.m. as we talk about everything in the Big Ten, and we'd love to see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.